This is Tar Heel Game Day. What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? Nathan and Jeff here. We are your Hill brothers, and it is Game Day in a little bit of a different format. Typically, we do these things live in Chapel Hill, especially since it's a home game. It being the last home game, I was really hoping to be able to be there to do a live show with you guys. But as many of you know, I've been an usher for North Carolina this football season. And they're doing a special little thing for us. I didn't know anything about this, so I'm going to be there early on Saturday morning to be able to be a part of that. It's like a breakfast lunchathon type of deal on the field before the game and everything like that. So I'm gonna have myself a good time, and I'm still going to see my boy Jeff over here at the tailgate spot. That's for sure. You can't not go see Jeff at the tailgate spot. I'm just saying. Just saying, bro. It's become a nice home for us.
The crowd is dwindling for the tailgate tomorrow, so there's not going to be many. There's only going to be a couple of us.
That's okay, man.
I think me, David, and Hunter are about it tomorrow.
There you go. That's the life of the party. What you talking about?
That's pretty much it. So,
hey, that's no big deal at all, man.
And I'll be there as long. I mean, I'm hoping I can make the whole thing, but we'll see.
Absolutely, for sure, man. It's Tar Heel Game Day, so we're excited to get into and talk about this battle of the Victory Bell, man. This is it. This is the last home game of the season. Next week will be the last game of the season at NC State. But before we get into anything, we want to tell you guys about something really special going on currently right now. It is almost that time for Christmas. It's Thanksgiving this week, bro. Like next week's Thanksgiving. It's here. Like the holiday season is halfway over, son. It's absolutely wild. So in order to get yourself ready for Christmas, we want to help you with a giveaway this year with our good old sponsor, K-Bar Soap. K-Bar and us are actually partnering up to do this little giveaway for you guys. It's a really cool, just an awesome collection of gifts here. Step one, you need to go to this graphic right here on our Instagram page. Go to the Hill Brothers Instagram page. Go find this picture, like it, then follow K-Bar Soap, and you'll be entered in to win this giveaway right here. The winner will be picked live on December 1st. So, question is, what do you get? Everything you see in that graphic, you are going to be getting. You're going to be getting the tactical stocking. You're going to be getting, on the far left, the Boomer patch, which is the grenade with eyes. He's my super cool favorite. I've actually got it on my bag. He's over there. I have to go grab it. But you're going to get that patch. You're going to get 2 bars of soap that are the scent of your choosing. You can pick any 2 scents that you want. You can double up, get the same thing twice. Doesn't matter. You're going to get 2 scents of soap. You're also going to get a hand-carved cedar soap saucer there that you guys see. It kind of looks like the American flag in a sense. You're also going to be getting a koozie and also a frag bag, which is a loofah for your soap. You just pop that bad boy, slide it right in there, use that thing up, and then as the soap dwindles down and eventually breaks and cracks, once it gets down super small, you can just empty that thing out, pop your new soap in, and you're ready to go. It's going to be a good old thing for you guys. Make sure and go be a part of that. We really want you guys to win, and there's some people starting to hop in now. So make sure the odds are still pretty good to win this thing. So December 1st, which is a little over a week and some change away, you make sure and you get a part of that, boy. Alrighty. North Carolina, the 4-6 Tar Heels are sitting on the 5-5 Duke Blue Devils. I'm not gonna lie, Jeff. I don't know about you, but if you would have told me that the Duke Blue Devils would be 5-5 at this point in time of the season, I don't think I would have believed you. They came in with a lot of hype this year. Darian Mensah, he's the guy coming in.
You mean you thought they would have been better?
I thought they would have been better.
Yeah.
Really
I'm with you. Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought Mensah to me was a huge get. I mean, when they got him, I was like, daggone.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I was not.
It was a fairly quick move too. There was no hesitation on that side. It was, hey, here you go, and welcome to Duke, and it was immediate. But things have not worked out too well for them. To break down a little bit of this game, just really quickly, I want to give you guys some numbers here. So we'll start with North Carolina first in this, because this has been pretty consistent throughout the season. Our offense comes in into this game ranked 131st in FBS, averaging 289.9 yards per game. Our passing is 112th, which is actually kind of surprising to me, considering I figured that would be a little bit farther back. And our rushing attack, our rushing attack is actually rated as the 122nd rushing attack in the country. Not very good, to say the least. Our defense, however, is currently ranked 37th. They were at 28th last week. And honestly, dude, they played like it. They played like a really good defense last week. Again, in my book, unfortunate couple of bounces and a bad call it really cost them a lot, which I thought was just kind of dumb myself. We are the 26th ranked defense in against the rush as well, averaging teams are only averaging 114 point yards per game. We're only giving that up against us, which is ranked 26th in the country. We're ranked 61st against the pass at 215.9 yards per game. And we're ranked 43rd in scoring against us with 22 points per game on the dot. Now, here we go. This is your Duke Blue Devils. Overall, they rank as the 29th ranked offense in the country, averaging 432.7 yards per game. They are the 8th best in the country in the passing attack, averaging 302.9 yards per game. Now, with the way that they play, talking with Ben from Bull City Coordinators for the Scouting Report. If you haven't watched that, be sure and go check that thing out. That was a really good time with him. We enjoy Ben a lot. He's a part of the College Huddle, which is a group of podcasters that we are a part of as well. And we had him on last year, which is why we didn't ask the traditions question, but he also gave us a pretty cool story for the Duke and Clemson game there in his wild afternoon that day. But they don't run the ball a ton at Duke because they look at the short passing game as an extension of the run game. So they use that a lot. So they are ranked 100th in the country in the rushing attack, averaging 129.8 yards per game, which is still better than Carolina, surprisingly. I feel like that number's kind of skewed a little bit. That's just me. But they are the 31st ranked scoring offense in the country at 33.4 points per game. Defensively, however, they rank 119th in the country, letting up 419.8 yards per game against them. They're ranked 130th in the passing game, and they're ranked 65th against the rush, 101st scoring total against them. Those are some interesting numbers, Jeff. I'm not gonna lie; those are a little interesting. What are you like when you hear that stuff? We hear those numbers and that stat line for Duke. How does it make you feel about our chances there?
The defense. You hear the defensive numbers, and you're like, okay, all right.
Sounds pretty, doesn't
it? Yeah. I think the defensive numbers give you hope. But and I think we were surprised. You're surprised by our rushing numbers because, we for a while there we had a little bit of run going where we felt like our rushing attack, we got something here, and then the last couple games it's just. The offensive line play has not been there. We touched on it with Jacob a while back for the Stanford game, I think it was, where, I thought Blasky moving around and going to center would be a good thing because that's where I thought he was better anyway. But, it's been troubling and it's been, it's a puzzle and it's been really troubling that we've had that issue on the offensive line recently. But maybe you hear the numbers and maybe that Duke defense kind of gives you calls for pause a little bit. You're like, all right, well maybe we can get it right. But their offense, their offense is so good. And
it is, and
our defense has been. I mean, you can't say enough about them. And the times they do give up stuff, you really can't even blame them at that point because they're like, you can't hold but for so long. You can't put them in a position on the field but for so much and expect them to keep doing it. Eventually you're gonna have some leakage there, but
no, I'm 100% with you on that. I think one thing that Carolina fans need to understand is, okay, so Duke on paper is a very high-powered offense, and they definitely can be. They've shown that multiple times throughout the season. But they've also had some issues like we've seen with North Carolina where their defense gives them a stop, and they can't do anything with it at all. They're on a 2-game slid right now. They went and faced UConn at UConn and got beat.
Oh, yeah.
And then also they roll it back home against Virginia, with a Chandler Morris who was coming off of an injury because he didn't play. He only played like I think 3 or 4 snaps and then was in concussion protocol against Wake Forest. He didn't get to play the rest of that game, which is why they ultimately lost. They got blitzed. Huge. And here's the thing. With a great passing attack that is Duke, if you remember correctly, Jeff, what was Virginia's biggest weakness? It was the secondary.
That's true.
They were ranked like 130th in the country.
That is true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Their biggest issue was that. And so Duke has shown some vulnerability. Another thing I want to point out right quick. Duke currently in the FBS is 122nd, averaging 66.4 penalty yards per game. 122nd with the penalty yards in a game. Guess how? Carolina ranks 58th with 51.9. Here's where Carolina has to be. If Carolina can continually keep playing the game the right way, keeping the laundry and stuffed into the pockets as much as possible, I think Carolina puts themselves in a better situation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
To get out here and to win this game. Jeff, what say you?
No, I mean I think that's a really important point. That's a really important point there. We just gotta be disciplined. I mean, let them make their mistakes, and we have enough issues, especially, have enough issues on offense that we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. Bottom line.
Absolutely. Offense.
We're not good enough to. Yeah, I mean, we're just not good enough. We're not good enough to overcome things like that.
Right. No, 100%, dude. I mean, Carolina. There have been drives, a couple of drives throughout the season where like Carolina offensively was kind of had a pulse at a time in a drive, and then a penalty flag, a hands to. I remember one was against Trey Green early in the season. I think it was against UCF, as a matter of fact, because he only played like 4 games and then he was done. He got a hands to the face, and that drove him back, and that just killed a drive that they had there at some point. So a few Austin Blasky's been. I think Austin's been penalized every game that he's played this year, which is very unlike him. But I mean, also another thing, kind of playing devil's advocate a little bit, he has been moved around a ton. I mean, he was at left tackle, finally back at center, and I think there was a penalty call last week against him. I can't remember exactly.
I missed most of the game last week. So.
Yeah, we watched it as we were coming back from Charlotte from the Christmas show for K-Bar soap and everything. So we watched it at a barbecue joint, and it was fantastic. But no, I think North Carolina defensively has what they need with the return of Thaddeus Dixon, which is huge. My dude Thad, love to see that he's back.
That's
yeah, and here's the thing, man. What did I say? Well, okay, what I've been saying about Seth Trimble when it comes to basketball with the guards. He's out. Of course, you don't want him out. But what does that force the other guards to do? It forces them to step up. I can't say that our DBs haven't stepped up. Yeah. Like, dude, our DBs have been putting in work.
They've done a good job. They're doing a
really
good
good job, man. Some of young guys, and now you add the leader, the workhorse, back out there.
to the mix.
Right. So that should hopefully strengthen that secondary just even more, man. But we all know where all signs point to, Jeff. I mean, we're not dumb. We're not dumb. We know where all signs point to. It points to one position. Uno más. You know who I'm talking about, and that would be our quarterback, Gio Lopez.
Yeah.
As a fan, in the stands on Saturday, as a fan, I voiced my concerns on the preview, and I will gladly share them again. But as a fan, what do you believe the course of action for this game needs to be when it comes to the quarterback and for the offense in general?
They just, whatever his strengths are, whatever we think he can do best, that's what we need to try to do. And we don't seem to have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I can't see that they're going to change the system we've been running. So I don't have a lot of hope that's going to happen. Because I just can't see us changing. I can't see them changing that much this late in the season, right? It seems like they would have already done that if they were going to do it. But stop rolling him out so that he throws across his body. I mean, all the freaking
time, I've yet to figure out that crap. Go ahead.
Stop rolling. I mean, he's a left-handed quarterback. Stop freaking rolling him out the wrong way. And here's the thing, part of that is him. I mean, part of the stuff is him, and I don't know if they're telling him. There are certain times, and I heard it said, like I said, I didn't get to watch. I had family stuff going on, and did not get to watch very much of the Wake game. And what I did watch, I couldn't hear. I could just see the TV towards the end. I heard people saying after the fact that there were several instances where it looked like, man, he could have run. I mean, he could have taken off and could have got 5-ish yards several times, and he just didn't do it. So what is that? Why is that? I mean, my thing to him, what I want to see is that when you get those opportunities, take them, take those opportunities. That's going to make things a little bit easier, obviously, right? He's not forcing stuff. Right. But you're right. It all goes to him, and the kid has been dogpiled on, and he's getting paid a lot of money. So I mean,
and that's honestly
he's getting paid a lot of daggone money. Which, if you want my opinion, and I've been saying this the whole time, when everybody keeps saying, bring in Bryce, bring in, do something. They just, they're paid. They're not gonna. They're not. I mean,
they're not
right or wrong. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that justifies it. I'm just saying that's, to me, they're going to ride with the dude that they're paying $2 million a year or whatever.
Oh, absolutely, dude. And honestly, dude, here's my mindset, and this is why I said what I said in the preview. If you guys watched the preview, if you haven't watched the preview, be sure to go check that out. I kind of spaz out there at the end. So hoorah. So hey,
I always do it. I always spaz out, so I'm good.
Yeah. But sure enough, for me, man, this was my mindset on the whole thing. As much as we know they're not going to, they have to. They honestly, they need to, because Gio has shown us at some point in time, you have to understand. And here's the thing. Belichick put his foot farther in his mouth this week. He said, hey, this game matters to people at Carolina and this, that, and the other thing. It matters to us and everything. And You put out the statement when you first showed up on campus and you walked up on that press conference room, beat Duke. You said it.
I mean, yeah, that's what you said.
You set the
first
standard,
words, right?
you set the standard. And here's the thing, Duke and NC State next week, especially, both of these teams right here are not going to hold back against you. Wake Forest was going to run the clock out. Hey, it is what it is. Let's go. And until you called a timeout with 27 seconds left like an idiot.
Don't even get me started on that. I missed that. I missed that whole conversation last week. Didn't get to have any of that conversation with y'all.
Yes. So I don't even. No, I'm with you, brother. I'm 100%. I'm with you. So, I mean, here's the thing. This team ain't going to hold back against you. NC State and Raleigh next week ain't going to hold back against you either. They are going to keep their starters in until the clock hits 0-0-0-0 into the fourth. They are going to light you up on purpose because it matters. They're willing to throw the flipping kitchen sink. I started throwing stuff all across this room yesterday during the preview to give you an idea of what they're going to be doing. I have gotten back a lot of it. I ain't got back the rest, but I have other things I can throw if I need to give another visual aid here. But here's the deal. They are going to throw everything they got at it, and Carolina has to be willing to do the same. That means you got to be willing to go. And Carolina fans, you need to be willing to let them know, like, this stuff matters, man. This game matters. You know, Marquise Williams was on Twitter today, says, hey, I want to be there. And I'm yelling as all get out. He says, we need this thing back and we need it loud.
Yep.
You daggum straight we do. We absolutely need that. My section going to be rocking. Section 106, 107, baby. Here we go. If you're sitting in that section, get ready, son. Here we go. We're going to do it.
If you're anywhere around 109, you know I'm doing it. So, I mean,
yeah, hey. I can see him just down the way there. I'm telling you. So, there we go. It's going to be a day. And Carolina and this coaching staff, you want to talk so much about your hype. You want to talk all this good stuff, all this, hey, we did all this stuff in the Patriots and all this, that, and the other thing. Congratulations. You're welcome to North Carolina 2025. It's time to go, bro. These last two games matter. You're already 0-1 in the state. You do not want to finish 0-3, and you dang well could.
Yeah.
What are you willing to do? Coach Belichick, Coach Kitchens, Steve, I think you're good. I ain't got to ask you a question because I know you're going to come rocking and rolling.
I ain't got a problem with that, dude.
No, Steve is my kind of guy, dude. I love Steve. I really do. And hopefully if he does tap in to take over North Carolina as a head coach, I hope he translates as good as he is at the DC. I hope he translates just as good as a head coach as well. Just saying. Yeah, just throwing that out there.
You never know what you're going to get there, but yeah.
Right. I just hope to death it works good. But this game matters, man. This game and the next week too. And what you do the next 2 weeks. Next week, by the way, next year's schedule is really hard. If you haven't taken a gander at it, go take a gander at it.
For those watching. I saw it earlier this week. I saw somebody post it earlier this week.
It's ridiculous. I looked at it.
It's not fun. No, it's not fun at all.
No, it's not. It is an extremely hard schedule. And you start off the year in Ireland, by the way.
Yeah.
So you need every single bit of momentum that you can get, son. Here we go. You ready? You're opening up August 29th in Dublin, Ireland against TCU. Then you're going to UConn on September the 19th in Storrs, Connecticut. October 3rd is going to be Notre Dame at your building in Chapel Hill. You are also hosting this next year, Louisville, Miami, NC State, Syracuse. You are at Clemson, at Duke, at Pitt, at Virginia. That's your schedule next year. This team right now rolls into that schedule next year. To be honest, dude, the way they looked, they wouldn't win a single one of those games outside of Syracuse. Because they lost to Virginia. They have lost to Clemson. We'll see what happens with Duke. Syracuse didn't have the quarterback. Next year they will. NC State, Miami, Louisville, Notre Dame. UConn's good. They're like an 8-win team this year. And then you obviously got blown out. That's what you're looking at next year.
They beat us in the daggone bowl game, man. I mean, it beat us in a bowl game. So
we took their best player, and they still came back even better. I'm like, that gum.
Well, yeah, we took him, and he just got hurt. He just kept getting hurt. So I mean, we didn't even get to see Price play.
So much Price. Yeah,
I hate.
We got to see him a couple.
We didn't get to enjoy
plenty.
Price. Yeah, we got a handful of snaps out of Price, and that's all we were able to get. And that's
saddening.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
He'd have been a key piece. But then again, as good as the defense has been, oh gosh, can you imagine?
Oh, dude, you add that guy on
one more solid piece.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Done what he ifs and buts for candy and nuts, as they say.
Yes, sir. And it's that season. It's that turkey season.
I know. That's kind of why I threw that in there.
Absolutely, you are a cunning linguist. You are.
That's what they say.
But no, man. I mean, this game matters. This game matters so much, and I don't even have to say it because everybody knows. Everybody that's watching, they know what's going on here. They understand. Yeah. We're Carolina fans, man. And it comes to football, we're tired of losing to NC State. We've had a couple of close games that just unfortunately went the other way. I mean, literally. You take the first loss, Sam Howell's last year. There you go. Look at how that game ended. Same thing followed up with Drake May the next year. The following year with Drake May, that one we just walked in and we went practicing and this, that, and the other stuff before the week. It's just stupid. Yeah. And then last year, I was in the building for that one. How close that was. You got a great view of the catch that sealed the game.
Oh yeah. Sure
I was in the blue zone. Me and Alan was in the blue zone with our guy Kevin Mensa. Kevin, if you're watching, we love you to death, brother. But sure enough, that catch right there seals the deal. Mac Brown, last game. Peace out.
Yeah.
Get off to the Stampede podcast you go. So it's just these games matter, man. They matter so much. And honestly, dude, I don't know how you are, and we haven't got your score predictions on this. I've given mine.
Whew.
I said it was 33-9, Duke. I think.
Goodness gracious,
I did.
Brother.
Yeah, and the reason I said that is because I don't see Carolina offensively because they're really good against the run. They're a good team. Stack the box and make the quarterback beat you. That's going to be the game plan this week. Like it's been basically every week, constant. Unless you're just not good at the run, or you're not. Unless you're just not good at the run. Maybe switch it up a little bit, try to figure something else out. But honestly, I think that's the way it's going to be. I think this Duke offense, they're going to come in with their heads on fire. Because, hey, this is Bill Belichick. We can keep the victory bell. We get to shove it in his face, in his building. Shoot, yeah. I think Manny Diaz needs a little bit of extra. I know he had a little extra height last year because he was going against Mac Brown, and they had a little storied history and everything. But still, Manny Diaz is going to have this team rocking, man. And I don't think they're going to come in skipping a beat. And I'm not saying that they score 33 because our defense is bad. Not a chance. I think our defense is going to get put in a lot of bad positions. I just think they will. And it's just ultimately they're just not going to be able to hold on because they're going to be asked to do so much. We are cruising for a bruising unless something changes. While Bill Belichick was watching his lovely woman dance at a adult co-ed cheerleading thing.
Competition.
Have you saw? There's a video for this. Have you saw this?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Good. That's good. I'm going to be doing a video on that right after this. By the way, it's going to be fun.
Really?
Dude, I'm going to have some fun with it, dude. Because I thought the video was so well done. Kudos to that guy. Good job on you. So yeah. But anyway, Carolina is.
She has that's good.
I don't see how in the world she's a cheerleader because she's like the stiffest woman I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she has a hobby. I mean, I don't know. She got a hobby. He's there supporting her.
Yeah, I just even she doesn't even look happy doing that. Like, when does she ever look happy? Like,
I don't know, yeah.
boy,
Not a lot of smiling going, but
No, at all. And Bill is just like,
Well, he doesn't file. So.
He don't care. He's like, what? He's probably sitting there eating a pack of peanut M&Ms. Get it, honey. So tell me, man. I want your predictions on this game. Give them to me. Break my heart. Or
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said 33-9. I think Alan said 27-9.
So both y'all only got us scoring 3 field goals again.
Mm-hmm.
Or 3 field goals.
Now, here's the good news. Duke is not good on special teams. They haven't been under the Manny Diaz era. So there is a chance to score more than, we might not have a field goal block this week. Maybe. Full screen.
Yeah, I should have thought more about this. I didn't think about this part. Anyway, I am going to say, and the line is 6.5, right?
It is.
Okay, 6.5 now.
There you go. There's the stats there below.
Gotcha.
Including ESPN matchup predictor.
I hate that matchup predictor.
Your favorite.
Been talking about that damn thing. All right, hell, it turns out to be right most of the time. As much as I complain about it, it turns out to be right. I'm going to say I'll be wrong.
It's hard, ain't it?
27-24 us.
Wow.
You heard it here first. 27 points. Sharpie. 27 points.
I feel like this is an episode of Daggum. I feel like this is. Hold on a second here.
Nobody ever accused me. Hey, in fairness, nobody really ever accused me of knowing what I was talking about when it came to football. So, I mean, we're
gonna have to do something here on the line along the lines of Inside the NBA. They give some crazy takes, and Ernie puts it on a pad and puts it on the wall.
Listen, man, it's got to come together eventually. Why not now? Why not now? Why not now? I mean, so I believe in you guys.
Got that one written down.
Yeah,
I need some tape to put that on the wall right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write this down over here. 27, 24.
That is wild. So, hey, you know what, bro? I respect it. I straight up, I respect it.
W. Hey, yeah.
Stay. Be a good
I need
boy.
I need that kind of.
There we go.
I need that in my life. So that's I'm
dude. If that happens, dude, I will. I'm
gonna manifest that because today, otherwise, the week hadn't been a good week, and the sports day today for Carolina was.
That's bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
We got
some wins on some things, but we lost the stuff that the stuff that might matter the most right now. And check out the next episode of Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight on Monday, and you can hear all about it.
Absolutely, dude. Be sure. And this is going to be a big one, man. A big episode of Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight. There's going to be a lot to talk about there. And it's unfortunate, to see, things happen the way that they do. But hey, it happens like that, bro. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. Crazy things happen when you get into tournaments, things of that nature. It's an unfortunate thing, man. But glad, proud of everybody on the season.
Absolutely.
Awesome job. They're going to come back even stronger, and they're going to be ready to rock. I believe in Erin Manson and the crew. I believe in her. She has shown that she is a daggum good head coach in the 3 years. As at the helm, straight after, literally like she graduated and then had a cup of coffee and decided, all right, time to go back.
I mean,
Shelton, we appreciate you. You know,
when Coach Shelton calls you and says, "Hey, you're next." I don't know if that's how it happened. That's just how I imagine. That's how I imagine it happened.
I fully believe that would be exactly.
That's how I imagine it happened. I've heard about telephone calls that happened with some of the basketball stuff and the coaches and stuff in the past. So,
yeah.
So I just imagine that's kind of how that would happen. So, yeah. Anyway, but like I said, yep, 27, 24. And
yeah, 100%, dude. Make sure and get over there to the Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight on Monday. And then we'll go from there. You
always always a busy week. A lot of stuff going on in that realm.
Absolutely, dude.
NCAA tournament stuff going on for multiple sports.
Yes.
So yeah.
And soccer too. Doing their deal.
Men's and women's soccer both are, little preview. Men's and women's soccer both are still live as of right now.
Yeah. I'm going to be excited, man, to it's been an interesting football season. And we're going to do a full football, like, post-season show in, a couple of weeks now, when everything happens, when everything's finished up and we're done and we know whether or not
we're going to win the next 2 games and then we're going to get a bowl game. So we're going to have to put it off. I mean, if you want to do after
I was getting
ready regular season, you can do a bowl, but I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm manifesting it. I'm
with you. I'm with you, dude. I'm going to jump in there with you. I can't say that I have the belief that you do, but yeah, I would love to see that, dude. Because, dude, if they go to that bowl, I will find a way to get.
What does it hurt? I mean, what does it hurt? What does it hurt to be positive with it?
It hurts a lot because I'm so tired of being let down. Jeff, I went from development to development.
To developed.
I'm developed.
Oh boy,
that's what it hurts. It hurts that much. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man! No. It's been a very interesting season. I will say it has been a very busy season for us over here at the Hill Brothers Band. We started off the year, ACC kickoff, TCU in it with the watch party. Myself, Alan, and Tori being there live, setting up on the outside of the house and doing the whole ordeal, all the way to Jeff joining us over here at the Hill Brothers through a interview, and then ultimately a tailgate spot to help us out when we had the first home game? It was Richmond, right? Then I think it was Richmond.
Yeah.
Yep. To do that, to all the way until here we are now, the last home game, and next week the last regular season game. We'll put asterisks on that. The last regular season game.
That's the way to go. Yep.
Up there in Raleigh, man. The season's coming to a close, and it's been a season. It's been a season.
It has been, man. It's like I said, the season, the book's not closed on it yet, but
yeah, it's
been crazy, man. Just from the from the whole off season, with the coaching stuff, coaching search stuff, and everything. How that all transpired to the roller coaster that we've been on this season,
mm-hmm.
Ups and downs, mostly downs. But
yeah, the straight up, like the hype that we came into the season with. You were at the TCU game. We were watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Viewers, man, it looked electric.
It was, man. And I understand. I understand that fans. I understand that when it comes to that hype, and a lot of fans will say, you got to show me first, and prove it to me, and then I'll get into it, and then I'll be there, and and that's fine. I mean, if that's. That's how you are. That's how you are.
Right.
Several years ago, I would try to, not even several years ago, a couple years ago, I would get into it and probably try to tell people and tell people how to fan. And that's not, I learned, through trial and tribulations. That's not my trial and error and all that stuff. It's not my place. Fan how you want to fan. I'm going to fan how I want to fan. But I will tell you, I mean, people that you want the atmosphere in Chapel Hill and all that stuff, you got to be willing to be there through the bad times and still be there and put your energy into it. You have to.
Absolutely.
When that, you gotta be willing. If you want it that bad, if you want the atmosphere that bad, the team's got to play, and we need the team to get that and deliver. But we as fans have to be there too. I mean, you gotta put into it. We got to be there when we're losing still. Sucks. It's hard to do. Nobody wants to spend their money and do all this stuff and time, but that's what the big programs do.
Yeah, no, for
that's
sure.
What they
100%.
do. That's what they do.
Absolutely.
If we want to be there, again, I realize I'm just talking from a fan perspective. We got to be there, and we got to be crazy.
Yes,
the rest of it'll come, but we got to be there and be willing to be crazy, even when the times ain't so good. I mean,
think about it. Even with like Virginia Tech this year, their head coach got fired 3 games into the season. 3 games, and they have been wilding out over there. And now they got James.
Now
so like that. Now they're going to be even more hyped.
Now it's about to get real in Blacksburg.
Yeah, seriously.
Real in Blacksburg.
Ben from the scouting report, he lives in Roanoke, and sure enough, he says, "Dude, we bought season tickets." He works with one of the guys that was on the hiring committee.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah, we bought season tickets." We're like, "This is going to get really fun."
It's going to get real there.
Absolutely, dude.
They're going to be a problem,
big time. So I mean, there's another.
They're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. Franklin has always recruited that area well. He's always recruited Virginia well.
Yeah, so he's just going down. He's just going south a little bit. I'm like, okay, still same area. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, he's just taking the ride down, 81 and all that stuff down there through that pretty country, and it's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem there.
He's going to be big time.
Not happy. I was not happy that hire got made. Not at all. I didn't want Franklin anywhere near anywhere.
So. And now he's right up in the back door.
Yeah.
He's like, hey guys, how y'all doing? So yeah, that's huge.
It's a great place to watch a game. It's a great place to go watch a game, though. Too honestly, I mean,
I believe it. Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there as an opposing fan, and the fans I was around and everything when I've been there were great. And they were always really nice. I realize that's not always the case, and I realize I've talked to a lot of folks that have had bad experiences with fans up there. But that happens. I mean, I know opposing fans have had bad experiences in Chapel Hill with some of our fans. I mean, it happens. Yeah. So
I will say one thing that was actually really cool plus during the Stanford game, and I don't know if I mentioned this at all public, and maybe I did, but there were a couple of, fully decked. It was a couple. This man and woman that came in, they were fully decked out in Florida State gear. It's like, this is kind of odd. And I've saw a couple of people like that, like I saw a Tennessee guy, a person from Vanderbilt throughout the season. It's kind of weird. I'm like, you guys are like, you're at like North Carolina, not Vanderbilt, not Florida State. And they sat down in my section and whatnot, and they were, watching the game. And the lady, she comes up, I guess she was getting ready to go get something from the concession stand, and she stops and she says, "Hey," she says, my husband had the tickets. What exactly section this is? I said, "Oh, you're in 107 right here." She said, "Okay." She said, "Yeah." "You're sitting right down there, right?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, you're 107." She said, "Okay." She said, "I'm looking for you when I come back." I said, "Okay." So she went, got something to drink, came back to me. And when she came back, she's like, "You know what?" She said, "Oh, there you are." Kind of like joking, like, "Ah, ha, ha, I found you." All this other thing. And I said, oh yeah. I was like, I hope you enjoy the rest of the game. She says, you know what? She says, we go down to the Doak all the time. She says, we're both in that area. And we came up here and decided we'd catch a game. And she's like, you know what? She says, I would much rather come here than go to Florida State. I said, really? She said, yeah. She says, it's a much more close setting. I said, the people here are amazing. She says, you guys got something really going on over here. I'm thinking, wow, you must be.
That's pretty good.
Are you sure you go to Florida State games?
I was going to say.
Like, wow. But she's like, no, she's like, she said, you're like, you're closer to the field. You feel like you're more part of the experience and everything. She's like, man, this is a really nice place. And then I was also talking, this is a Stanford game. A couple of our recruits showed up over there, and I got to talking with them, and they both seemingly loved Carolina. And I was like, okay, I'll be making a graphic about you guys soon. But sure enough, another recruit showed up, but this was a Stanford commitment. His family showed up, and they were sitting in my section.
Oh wow!
But they come over there. Nice dude, right? The father, he came and he was on crutches. I must have kind of messed up his ankle or something like that, and was on crutches. And we got to talk. Me and him got to chit chat. This guy, his kid, was offered by Carolina under Mac Brown.
Okay.
Bill and the staff didn't reoffer him. I told him, I said, hey man, I said, you need to get your boy over here at Carolina. He says, dude, we love it here, man. We said we were, because then he committed to Stanford. And he was telling me about recruiting rules and the violations and how easy they are to get. I didn't realize how easy these things are to get. It's things to the nature of like, hey, a coach can come to your high school game, but he can't say anything more than hello to you.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard all that stuff. Yeah,
wild. Like, holy cow, son. He's like, yeah, dude. He says, unless we are on their campus, we cannot have conversations with them. He says there are people. There are evidently coaches on the coaching staff for Stanford right now that have had, like, I have assistant coaches that helped recruit his son, that have, had like kids that them and their wives have had children. And they're like, hey, I can text them congratulations, but that's all I can text them. That's it. I can't say anything else. And he says, like, there's a strict rule, but I sat there for like 30 minutes trying to flip this commit. I sit there, I'm like, hey, Bill, I'll offer him. I got it here. Just get over there, man. So yeah, I was trying to work. People love North Carolina. Like, they really enjoy our stadium. Stanford people, I talked to a few of them. They really enjoyed it. Richmond, I saw people from Richmond. They were like, man, this is a really nice stadium. We really enjoy this a lot. I had one drunk and very flirtatious mom of one of the Richmond players. She was like, oh my God, this place is great. And she wouldn't stop talking to me and my coworker, Craig. I love that dude. But yeah, people like that. I've had people from when Clemson was here. And I mean, Clemson's got a really nice setup over there, dude. If you haven't been to Clemson, Jesus, beautiful place.
Yeah,
it really
Clemson's
is.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, the Smoking Pig. You need to go over there and get you a barbecue bowl, and tell them, the Hill Brothers sent you. Because I love that place. I love that place to death, dude. I really do. I can get down with Clemson. So, but yeah, you got all those different things going on, and people enjoy what Carolina's doing. So Carolina's got a lot working for it. The fans have just got to get with it.
Yeah.
Fans have got to get with it, man. Like, we need to get loud. We need to get proud. And I will say one thing, at least in my section, it felt like it's felt like my fans are a little bit, like, in that section, have been a little more lively this year. Whether it's been good or for bad, they've been a little lively. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's some hope for us here. I wish I
had Alan on to talk about the dude that was sitting behind us at the Stanford game.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I think he might have talked about it on the post game that we did standing out by the bell tower.
I got you.
I think he might have talked about it briefly, but that guy, man, oh my God. And he's like that every game. He's been there every game. I guess when they resat this year, when they did the reseating, because it's every 3 years. I guess those are his seats, which I kind of hate that for the next 2 years, but it is what it is. He always found the negative to talk about and complain about. Even on the good plays, he wouldn't say a word when we did something good. But yeah, man, it's just that's a lot. He's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
I've
to
had
take,
some.
man.
I haven't had too many of those, thankfully. Now I will say my coworker Craig, he's been a little like he was dogging on the defense a lot, and I'm like, you realize like the defense is doing everything
You
possible.
realize we would not be in this. What?
Do you realize we would have been blown out by 30 points by everybody if the defense was not
I mean,
37th in the country as they're ranked right
like I
now?
said, and it's like I said, you eventually they're gonna start giving up stuff at some point because
Oh yeah,
you put them in the position constantly, and they just can't. They can't hold up if you keep putting them out there on 3 and outs. I mean, they're human. I mean, they've been playing great, but they're gonna falter at some points if the offense keeps putting them in that position. So,
no, absolutely, man, 100%, absolutely, man. But
so.
It's going to be a game. We're gonna be there live and in person. Again, this is the last home game. If you're in section 106, 107, or if you just at the game at all, come over to that section, man. Just come say what's up, say hello. I'll be over there. You guys can hang out with me. I'm just in the tunnel, so you don't have to go find me in a seat or anything like that. I'm just in the tunnel. I got to meet like 4 of you guys.
I'm at the very as you go through the tunnel, because mine is 108, 109. So
yeah,
I'm the 108, 109 portal, and I'm standing right at the top in 109. Like,
yes, he is.
As soon as you come through the portal, there's one step, and it's my seat right there. I'm standing up. You'll see me.
You will not miss Jeff. So 106, 107, 108, 109.
I know Vinny came by. Vinny came by and spoke to Alan and I.
Yeah,
Vinny came by and introduced himself to Alan and I at the last game. So, and I know you met more. You met several other people.
Yes, I got to meet Lenny, who's been hopping in our live streams. Good to meet him. DK Flowers, aka Kurt, got to meet him as well. Vinny also came over and said what's up. It was really cool, man, to meet you guys and get to say hello and put faces with names, man. I got to have some conversation with all those guys as well, which was really fun to get to talk to you guys, get to talk to the viewers, and maybe right here in the future, we're working on some stuff, especially for baseball season. I've been a lot of conversations backdoor that are, we're trying to get some cool things happening for that. We're not too terribly far away from baseball season. We're 80 some days, or 90 some days.
I haven't been doing my
countdown.
I haven't been doing my daily countdown. If you're a Twitter person and you've seen and you're familiar with me, you haven't seen a whole bunch of me on Twitter when it comes to sporting stuff this week, but I think we're around like 86 days.
Yeah, so we're not that far away at all.
Mid-February.
Absolutely, man.
Whatever that 13th or whatever that Friday is, I don't remember, but
right. But
they actually haven't announced the schedule yet. We just know when the first game is.
I got to thinking about that.
They haven't put the schedule.
They haven't announced that yet.
We know when. I mean, they've said when the first game is, because even like at 100 days, 100 days, the social media accounts for baseball put out 100 days till first game, but the schedule itself has not come out yet, to my knowledge. So we'll see. I don't know. What was it? 3 years ago? I don't know. Maybe 3 years ago or so. One of those first couple weekend games, we actually had snow flurries in the Bosch.
That's wild.
Cool. It was freaking cool. I love snow, so I'm the southerner. I'm the southerner that loves snow, and I was so happy. Everybody else was like leaving, and I'm saying, I'm cool, man. This is awesome. Yeah,
dude, that's flipping legit, man. That is really cool. Oh man, I enjoy it. We actually had some snow flurries down here. Was it last week before last?
Like that? There was around some. I know the Charlotte area. I don't think we had them up here, but I know the Charlotte area had some. Dude, I saw pictures. So
it snowed good down here.
Yeah.
I'm not because I was coming home from work. We were actually riding back. Me and my coworker, we were riding back, and I looked. I was, oh yeah. I said, dude, did you see where it was like snowing during the Chicago Bears game? On Sunday, and literally as I was saying that, one snow flurry, bloop, hit the windshield. I'm like, what? I didn't know it was supposed to snow that day. And
That's
sure
crazy.
enough, another one, bloop, bloop. I was like, I said, dude, it's snowing. And he's from New York. He's like, no, it's not. He's like, it's not supposed to do that here. No. He was flipping out because he doesn't. He's like, dude, I came down here to get away from the daggum snow. And oh, man.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, dude, I had never saw it snow that early here in my lifetime.
Love snow. I love snow.
I do too, man. I can get down with that kind of thing. But hey, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a little bit different. It's not live, in person, but this game day show has been fun to do, and it's a work in progress. We're seeing how this thing goes this year, and next year I probably won't be an usher, so that means it's gonna get a little bit crazier next year. I'm saying, we got one more that we know of to go. And Tar Heel Game Day is not only just for football. It is also for basketball, and eventually it will be also for baseball as well. Now, the basketball games, we have to be very, very touchy with, just because there's midweek games, there's games on Friday. We also have work schedules and lives and everything else. So, we have to make sure that we, are doing our best. When it comes to a Saturday football game, it's on daggum Saturday. So, there you go. There's that. So, trying to put together some super cool spots for you guys, and some more stuff as well, man. So be sure, keep it locked to the Hill Brothers. Make sure and check out the Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight on Monday with Jeff. It's going to be his 4th episode. It's going to be a big episode, man, because there's a lot to talk about that has been happening. Well, today as we're recording this, which is on Friday night. And again, if you are in 106, 107, come say hello. Come to that tunnel. You can come see me. Go to 108, 109. Just walk through the tunnel, and you'll see Jeff's lovely, majestic goatee there, flying in the wind as he's cheering and clapping. Yeah, or the camo hat.
Or in the hair.
Yes.
The gray long hair out the back, because I don't want to get a haircut.
We gotta get you like a
just
goatee.
Just ask Fred where Jeff is. Fred's one of the ushers up on my section.
I like Fred.
Ask him where Jeff is. Yeah.
Yes.
Fred's awesome.
Fred's a good dude. I really like Fred. I've been able to have conversations with him. He's a good dude.
Yeah. I've talked about, I think in the initial interview that y'all did with me, I talked about the ushers I've had in the years I've been there, because I've been in 109 since I've had season tickets for football, which I hadn't forever, because I used to get tickets. I never bought them. I used to get them from people, so I never had to buy them. But once I started buying season tickets, and it's been 15 years. I've been in 109 the whole time. I've just moved around in it. So
yeah. Well, make sure and come say hello to Jeff and lift him up a little bit, man. It's been a tough week for him, but thoughts and prayers to you and your family and your dad as well, man. Give some love in the chat for Jeff and his father, and that way he'll be right as rain pretty soon.
Yep.
And he can knock it out, brother. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, be sure to go check out the K-Bar Soap giveaway as well. Go to Instagram, find that graphic that I showed you, that I will show you once again. Boom. Find that graphic. Like that post, go follow K-Bar Soap. You'll enter yourself in to win this giveaway with the tactical stocking, the patch, the 2 bars of soap that are going to be of your choosing, the soap saucer, the koozie, and also the frag bag as well. And you're going to have a good time. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff there. And it's also going to be something special coming with K-Bar Soap right here in the very, very near future. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you turning into Tar Heel Game Day, 3:30 p.m. ACC Network against the Duke Blue Devils. The battle for the victory bell. Here we go. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
go Heels and go to hell, Duke.
Hey!